Hello everyone, Jonas here with another shoutcast for you. Today I actually have TT1 on the left side of the map from Fnatic, and on the right side of the map I'm going to have Vibe from Six Jacks. On the right side is going to be a Protoss vs Zerg matchup. First off, before we start the game, I just wanted to say sorry about the delay on the replays or the shoutcast. I have been extremely busy with work, also going out of town kind of didn't help either. But I am back, guys, and I hope you keep on watching because I do this for you. And thank you very much for watching all my shoutcasts and viewing my channel. I do appreciate that. Anyways, getting back to the game, we are going to see TT1 bring a probe out right at this point of the game. Very early, so I'm sure it looks like he might be doing a fast expand build. Usually when you bring a pylon or a probe out, and there's the pylon there. So yeah, definitely a fast expand build coming out for TT1. Definitely a good idea, especially since there's actually going to be cross positions. That is going to help out quite a bit to get actually secure this expansion and put him ahead in the game probably too, if he's able to get that down. Vibe on the other hand, he's going to be going, looks like going for Overlord first and then getting his drone count up and going, up to about 14 drones now, and it is going to look like he's going to be going for a slower expansion than normal here, probably going to go spawning pool first maybe. He hasn't thrown that down quite yet, so we'll have to wait and see what direction he takes if he does go with the hatchery first. Getting up there in the worker count though, about 14 now, and there goes the spawning pool. So he's going to go spawning pool first, so we are going to have actually TT1 with a faster expansion than this other player, because that expansion is probably going to be going down here very shortly. Throwing down the forge first, and then a gateway, and then probably going to be throwing out his nexus right away as well. Finally going to send out that probe out to scout around and see exactly where his opponent is faster, but he's going to actually see cross positions already, so he's going to send that probe back, so he doesn't want to waste the probe count if he doesn't have to. So TT1 knows exactly that it's going to be cross positions, knows it's going to be very safe to throw down that nexus next, and we are going to finally see Vibe go out and expand about 17 there, or 15 there, and the probe didn't get a chance to actually do any type of annoyance to that hatchery, so it's going to go down with no problem at all. Still no hatchery for TT1 there. He does have 400 minerals now, so I'm sure we'll be seeing it go down about now, and he does have his probe in position to throw down that nexus, and there it goes at that point. So both expansions going down about the same time. The Zerg obviously going to be a little bit ahead though, just because they can get those things out a little bit faster, because number one, it's only 300 minerals compared to 400 minerals, and you know, Zerg are built around that early expansion. They need to get it out first with any opponents, because they got to get their minerals in and going. We are going to see the Overlord trying to get in position to see where his opponent's at. If we go to his vision yet, we are going to see that he hasn't scouted quite yet. That drone trying to make its way around the map to see where TT1's at. He's going to know now where he's at, because he scouted the bottom position, and the top position here is going to be scouted very shortly. So he's going to be able to come right in here and see that TT1 is going to be throwing down that early expansion. So definitely going to be in a good position for TT1 to put some early pressure on with this expansion if he chooses to do so. Drone's going to get in there, not going to be able to see any information at all. Does die very, very fast there. And we are going to see Zerglings around the map trying to get, you know, some probe kills or see some proxy pylons and just really get map control if they can. And that drone is going to be able to get into, or that Overlord is going to be able to get into a very good position here on the top. Right now, both players just droning up. We don't see any tech path quite yet for either player. We are going to see a cyber score finally going down for TT1, so he's going to be working on his tech here very shortly. Be interesting to see if he decides to go heavier on the gateway, so he can put some gateway pressure on, or if he starts to tech up. Usually on this early expansion here, we're going to see TT1 or any Protoss player throw a few gates down, maybe 4 to 5 gates, and put some early warp gate pressure on your Zerg opponent. Good thing about Vibe though, he is definitely droning up. If we look at the worker count, it's going to be 29 to 27, so he's going to be pretty even, and it looks like he's going to expand to his third base, which is going to be very safe since TT1 did throw down that fast expand. So definitely a very good move from Vibe. Vibe is just trying to get his macro up, get in a good position for when that pressure does come, he'll be ready to go. He really needs to get some roaches, a roach warrant up, which he is not working on that quite yet. I would like to see that happen here very shortly because he's got to get some roaches out if TT1 decides to push out. But right now we are going to see that Vibe is playing in the dark right now. He really doesn't know what TT1's doing. If we look at his vision right now, everything's basically hasn't been scouted, so he has no idea what TT1 is up to. And he's going to finally throw down a couple more gateways, so he's going to be up 3 gateways now. Working on that attack 1 too, so he's going to have a nice little upgrades done to his army once he decides to push across the map. TT1 on the other hand, he's going to be going with that Metapod boost, so again that speed leans for his again Zerg speed, and also going to be getting that attack 1 for his roaches, and he's also going to be getting his roach warrant, I'm sure, very soon. I'm surprised we don't have it yet, but he's really just trying to play safe, macro up, and there goes the roach warrant right there. So he's going to be in good position there because there's really not much of an army for TT1. So we are going to see him finally throwing on a couple more gateways. So he's going to be working off 5 gateways, so he's going to be able to make a lot of warp gate units. No proxy pylon out quite yet for TT1, so he is not going to be able to warp in too many units fast for himself there. So Vibe looking really good though, working on his 3rd base. 43 to 43 is the worker count, and he is producing 9 more drones at this point. So he's going to be actually boosting far ahead in the economy here very shortly, working off 3 bases. So if TT1 has any chance to doing any type of early pressure, he needs to push very soon. It looks like he is going to try to push out. Lots of zealots actually being warped in, a few sentries in the back as well. Looking kind of scary though for TT1 just because there's 3 bases up, fully operational here. And we aren't going to have that many roaches on the field quite yet. There's 4 being actually produced here, and a few queens. Even the spine crawler going up as well. But here comes the pressure here. The spine crawler is not completed. This is actually, I don't know if this is going to be good or bad for TT1 right here. TT1 putting a lot of pressure on. Here comes the attack. 8 roaches on the way. The attack 1 almost completed. The spine crawler is going to go down. Zealous in front, stalkers in the back as well. And here comes TT1 pushing up, destroying some workers here in the back. But there's 2 queens and 3 roaches in the back doing a lot of damage, waiting for the roaches to be actually completed. Here comes the roach count. This is growing as time goes down. These zealots actually out of position right now. They're going to be left behind. The zealots are going to fall, and that's going to be great for Vibe. Vibe buying some precious time here that he really needs to get these roaches out. And TT1 actually backing away, not a very smart move since there's really not much tech for him. He really needs to do a lot of damage to this attack, but time is running out. Warping a lot more stalkers, but roaches being produced as well. He does have a few force fields. Force fields can be very handy here. Here comes the push. Vibe pushing back behind the mineral line, trying to buy more time as he can. Good force fields do go down, blocks off the whole army from Vibe, but TT1 not using his force fields, not backing away. He's going to lose all these stalkers and sentries to these roaches. Lots of roaches on the field, and TT1 needs to back away. He's losing too much here, and a great push from Vibe there, the defensive mode from Vibe. Vibe's going to be able to kill all the sentries. Only thing that's left is going to be the stalkers. Stalkers are going to try backing away. More come warping in as well. 12 more roaches on the way, but that's going to be very bad for TT1. He is getting Blink right now, and he's working on that 1 armor upgrade as well. But if we look at his base, he's going to have just gateway units, and that's all he's going to have to deal with all these roaches here. He really needs to get some Colossus, or definitely needs to get some Immortals out or something to deal with these high number of roach count here. So we are going to have Vibe in a very good position off 3 bases, working on attack 2 for his roaches as well. So we are going to see TT1 in a really bad position here, and we are going to have Vibe push across the map with his roach count, and this is going to be really good, I think. Here comes the attack, and we are going to see Vibe back away because we do have TT1 having that map control with that Zelnugga tower. They're getting him some great vision. Lots of stalkers being warped in, but stalkers for roaches, I don't know if I would like that at all, because there's burrow on these roaches, so they can burrow right in position on top of these stalkers, and that blink won't be effective at all. We are going to see TT1 push across the map here once again, just trying to get Zelnugga towers, trying to get vision, trying to get map control at this point in the game, and he is definitely shouldn't push across because this is not going to be good for him. Here comes the push though. TT1 destroying some creep tumors on the way. That 2 attack almost done, about 70% done. Proxy pylon goes down as well. Spire on the way for Vibe here, and he is going to be throwing out an Infestation Pit as well. So doing a great job. Worker count is going to be 53 to 58 in favor of TT1. TT1 is going to push once again. I don't agree with this at all, but here comes the push. There's no force fields here to help out at all. A couple force fields might actually be handy. Here comes the push. Blink Stalker, the Stalker is going down, and the Blink doing really a great job. But there's a lot of roaches here with that speed. Get in position, destroying a lot of Stalkers. The Stalker count is depleting really bad. They're depleting really badly here, and we are going to have these roaches push in and destroy all these Stalkers. These Stalkers got to go down really fast. And there we go. We are going to see these Stalkers die. The proxy pylon go down as well. And we're going to have Vibe push across the map now. No tech yet for TT1. He isn't going to have any immortals, nothing. Just Blink Stalkers is all he has to deal with any type of aggression here. And here we go. We are going to have roaches push across the map, pick off the Zealots as well, which are going to be left alone once again. And here comes the push. TT1 is in a lot of trouble. The Forge is going to fall, and we are going to have Vibe push it back here with that burrow, which is going to be very safe since there is no box facility completed. It's about 30% done now. Working on that as fast as he can to get Observer out or possibly some Immortals. He really needs some really badly. And we are going to have Mutas on the way now too. 8 Mutas on the way. And that army size is looking very scary now. It's going to be about 76 to 32 now. So we are going to have the roach count very effective here. And we are going to see the workers lost count. It should be pretty even though. Not too many workers were killed this game so far. 8 to 4. So we are going to have a few more kills from workers there. From Vibe lost a few more there, but not by much. But that's not the problem we're having. We're going to have Vibe actually taking map control, able to expand at will at this point in the game. And I don't know what TT1 can do to actually come back. There's Observer on the way to deal with this burrow, but we are going to have the Cybernetics core being picked off. And we have Vibe just pushing in slowly. The Cybernetics core does go down. And on the back end of it, we're going to have Mutas flying in here, picking off some workers here that TT1 absolutely needs. And there are a few Stalkers up here, but there's just too many Mutas. And that just buys more time because it's going to split up the forces of TT1. So once these roaches push in here, they're going to be able to deal with this a little bit easier with this attack. Drones being actually sent over to the expansion now. So this is going to start to get saturated for his 4th base compared to 3 from TT1. TT1 just trying to stay in this game. Worker count is going to be 62 to 68 now in favor of Vibe. Vibe's going to push in here though. Once again, Zealots are going to go down pretty fast there. 2 Zealots die instantly, and 1 Roach only took damage there. On the other hand, we are going to have Vibe up here with his Mutas, forcing TT1 to split up his units a little bit there. And then we are going to have TT1 with nice upgrades to attack compared to 2 attack as well, with plus 1 armor for TT1 though. But here comes the Infestors as well for some fungal growth. Here comes the attack though. Roaches are going to come in here. They basically just walk right in here. The Mortal needs to be focused fire down here very fast here because it's doing a lot of damage. The Mortal is going to go down, and we are going to see Vibe just basically push in here, destroy all these Stalkers, and that's probably going to be GG there for TT1. TT1 not really standing a chance after that early game aggression there that kind of failed on him, and there goes the first game. And this is a best of 3 series though, so we do have TT1 having a chance to come back, and we are going to go into game number 2 between these 2 players. And I hope you enjoyed that game, and I hope you keep on watching.